Cologne, Germany, Edmonton Oilers. For me, it started early. My dad played, so it ran in the family a little bit, and always wanted to play in the NHL. I'm an offensive guy that likes to generate and create chances and take big pride in the defensive side of things as well. I've got nothing but great things to say about Warrior, and a huge fan of the consistency year after year for me personally, bring out the best product, and it's so simple and easy to work with Warrior, and on top of that, the service is incredible. Always things to learn, always things to grow, always the parts of the game to get better at, but all in all, you have to be a Warrior.
College hockey. It's more than just what school you play for. More than just another sweater you pull on. It's about focus, determination, strategy, and poise. It's more than just packed rinks and screaming fans. It's about heart, skill, and passion. In nearly 30 years of the ACHA, we don't just play the game of hockey. We are the game of hockey. Hundreds of elite players and coaches from some of the United States and Canada's most prestigious programs. The American Collegiate Hockey Association. More than just a game.
Hello everyone, I hope you've had a great summer. As the school year gets started across the country, we're excited to also welcome you back to another great season of hockey. Thanks for being a part of the USA Hockey family. I want you to know that our volunteers and our staff work every single day as hard as they can to make sure hockey is the best sports experience in every community in our country. Within USA Hockey, you're part of an organization that's a world leader in development, safety, fun, and success, and one that is committed to fostering a welcoming environment for all by building a diverse, equitable, and inclusive game. Hockey is played in thousands of communities across our entire country. Please join me in keeping the momentum going by inviting at least one new person to get involved with hockey this year. It doesn't matter if it's someone who wants to play, coach, officiate, volunteer, or just be a fan. We're excited about sharing the joy our sport brings with as many people as possible. I would also like to offer...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Maryville University Hockey Center. Todd Panula alongside Chuck Krause and Andrew Marsh, as we are here to get things rolling on the season opener for the Maryville. Let's talk about the starters for tonight's game. A few new faces starting for the Maryville Saints on the forward line. Hard going to be Aaliyah Sutton, and the wing, the number one scorer in the nation last year, Haley Beckett. On the blue line, it is going to be McGurwitz, and in between the pipes is Hannah Tressick. Everybody gathered at center ice. The puck is dropped and we are underway. Villard gets it in towards goal as it's punched over towards the corner. Bulldogs look to chip it out. Held in at the line, long shot, ricochets around and comes over here towards the near corner. Bulldogs slip it in behind their own net. Sutton is right there, digs in with three defenders on her back, all the way back to the point. Slap shot coming, and that didn't get through. Knocked down by Stitt. As it comes up the near side wall, Saints with good pressure here in the first shift of the game. Bulldogs carry out to center. Fanning on the initial push into the zone and finally sent in by Wiltshire. And Tresick will have her first touch of the game. And we get a stoppage with 19:19 to go.
Predictions, guys. First goal for the Maryville Saints this year.
Well, you brought it up. Why don't you start it off?
I mean, well, you can't lose with Beckett, right?
It's a good choice. I'll go with the captain, Emma Gerwitz.
Okay.
Marshy stays silent.
I mean, I was going to go with Gerwitz as well, but Todd, you took my pick.
That's what happens when you go first.
I'll go with Sophie Brennan. She's on the ice right now.
Okay. I like it.
Saints had a good first shift. We'll see how the second one goes. They're offside, but delayed fashion. Bulldogs set it up inside their own zone as it comes onto the stick of Brenna Ward. She slides it up the near side wall. Saints meet it there. Chipped into the zone by Brennan as she was looking for Alicia Ross. Bulldogs unable to clear. Putnam from the far side. Feathers one into the corner. Gillings struggled, mushed up against the wall. Bulldogs skated out to center and lifted into the attacking zone. No icing, even though it looked like it was on the wrong side of the red line. The Saints set it up from their own end. O'Leary was turned around. Brought in by Haggart. Bulldogs hold it at the line. Young stick handles, leaves it. Haggart sweeps it to the near side. Fanning on the shot was Kuzminski. O'Leary comes off to the races. 2-on-2. Out to center past the M. O'Leary gets it to the backhand. Carries all the way into the corner and then is knocked down. Fans want a penalty. None to be had. Toole skates it out towards the circle. O'Leary looking for the centering pass. Couldn't get it. Windross was calling for it. A bouncer comes all the way down. It's going to end up on goal, though, so no icing there. Bulldogs with fresh players on the ice. Now here's the giveaway. Adrian with a backhand chance, but it wouldn't come off with steam for Wiltshire. Hansen skates up the near side. Looks for open ice. Hands it off. Strother comes in from the near circle all the way around. Lost control in behind the net. Regathers. Strother drops it off to the point. Fallardew takes a shot. That slides through the top of the crease but into the corner. Kuzminski is tied up as the Bulldogs reverse. Right into the stick of Bjornsson. Gerwitz pinches up from the point, but the Bulldogs still get it over the line. Nobody home at center. Gerwitz comes back in for the Saints. Chip pass to herself as she tried to chase it down in the corner.
Good single-man effort by Gerwitz.
Carried that over, did you? Here's Beckett back in her own zone. Sounds even more strange when we're talking about women's hockey. Here's Haley Beckett from the near wing. Thought about taking on two defenders. Drops it off to Gerwitz instead. Far side it goes as it's swept down low. Karunakar gets it back in the neutral zone. Gerwitz is looking, I believe, for somebody up the middle. That was Sutton. Bulldogs get it out, but not under control. Karunakar stick handles through two, and then lost it as she crossed the red line. The captain, Taylor Robinson, just kind of floated one towards goal. Tresick said, I haven't had anything to do for a minute, so I'll cover it up.
Couple good opportunities for the Saints so far. You would have liked that puck once you cross the red line to dump it in deep. Now you give Adrian a chance with an offensive zone face-off. But I like what I see so far from the Saints. Only one shot on goal, almost, a little over 4 minutes into this game. But they've had some chances. They had a 3-on-2 earlier.
Sutton trying to chase it down. Allowed Scoville to get in behind. Now the centering feed. And that one went off a skate and wide. Gillings was bumped off the puck, and the Bulldogs twisted around the wall. They'll send it all the way down Arm is up for icing if the Saints get there, which they do. 15:22 to go here in the first. And it's interesting to see the shot total right now as the Bulldogs are up 3-1, but it feels like the Saints have been on the offensive end more.
Yeah, I think that shot total, we saw that scrum to the side of the net. You put 2 shots on net right there. There's, 2/3 of the shots that you have, but it really does feel like Maryville has had more of the offensive chances so far in this game.
Hansen dusted it off a couple times, went through the wickets of the defender. That was Morris. She's trying to recover in the corner. Bulldogs send it up the far side wall as it's chipped her way back. One time with a chance, Tresick is up to the task, and then the puck with a chance. Tresick is up to the task, and then the puck slides through the crease. Brennan comes back the other way. Centering feed. 14:40 to go in the opening frame. Bulldogs below their own end line. Now they've given it away. O'Leary tried to play it off the wall to herself, but it went off a stick, and that thwarted her efforts.